Greetings students. Today we are going to learn about one of USA's leading software company, Microsoft. Most of us at least once must have heard the name of the company Microsoft. Let us know this company in a much better way. Microsoft Corporation is an American multinational software corporation headquartered in Redmond, Washington, that develops, manufactures, licenses, and supports a wide range of products and services related to computing. The company was founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen on April 4, 1975. Microsoft is the world's largest software maker measured by revenues. It is also one of the world's most valuable companies. Microsoft was established to develop and sell basic interpreters for the Altair 8800. It rose to dominate the personal computer operating system market with MS-DOS in the mid-1980s, followed by the Microsoft Windows line of operating system. The company's 1986 initial public offering and subsequent rise in its share price created an estimated 3 billionaires and 12,000 millionaires from Microsoft employees. Since the 1990s, it has increasingly diversified from the operating system market and has made a number of corporate acquisitions. In May 2011, Microsoft acquired Skype Technologies for $8.5 billion in its largest acquisition to date. As of 2013, Microsoft is market dominant in both the PC operating system and Office suite markets, the latter with Microsoft Office. The company also produces a wide range of other software for desktops and servers and is active in areas including internet search with Bing, the video game industry with the Xbox and Xbox 360 consoles and the upcoming Xbox One console, the digital services market through MSN, and mobile phones via the Windows Phone OS. In June 2012, Microsoft announced that it would be entering the PC vendor market for the first time with the launch of the Microsoft Surface tablet computer. Paul Allen and Bill Gates, childhood friends with a passion in computer programming, were seeking to make a successful business utilizing their shared skill. In 1972, they founded their first company named Trav-O-Data, which offered a rudimentary computer that tracked and analyzed automobile traffic data. Allen came up with the original name of Microsoft, the combination of the words microcomputer and software, as recounted in the 1995 Fortune magazine article. In August 1977, the company formed an agreement with ASCII magazine in Japan, resulting in its first international office, ASCII Microsoft. Microsoft entered the OS business in 1980 with its own version of Unix called Xenix. However, it was MS-DOS that solidified the company's dominance. While jointly developing a new OS with IBM in 1984, OS 2, Microsoft released Microsoft Windows, a graphical extension for MS-DOS, on November 20, 1985. Following Bill Gates' internal internet tidal wave memo on May 26, 1995, Microsoft began to redefine its offerings and expand its product line into computer networking and the World Wide Web. Released in January 2007, the next version of Windows Vista, focused on feature security and a redesigned user interface dubbed Aero. Microsoft Office 2007 release at the same time featured a ribbon user interface, which was a significant departure from its predecessor. Following the release of Windows Phone, Microsoft underwent a gradual rebranding of its product range throughout 2011 and 12. The corporation logos, products, services and websites adopted the principles and concept of the Metro design language. Microsoft previewed Windows 8, an operating system designed to power both personal computers and tablet computers, in Taipei in June 2011. A developer preview was released on September 13 and was replaced by a consumer preview on February 29, 2012. On May 31, 2012, the preview version was released. On September 3, 2013, Microsoft agreed to buy Nokia's mobile unit for $7 billion. Also in 2013, Amy Hood became the first female CFO of Microsoft.
This one morning, in comes this kid. Hair's all messed up. He has jeans and sneakers, and he's walking by my desk and says, "Hi." Then he goes to the computers and he's typing and looks like he owns the place. He says, "Well, he does. He's your boss." I said, "That's the president? How old is he?" And I thought, oh my God, I'm working for a bunch of kids here.
Ohio Scientific, Billings, Kremco, IMSI. People don't remember these names, but like the start of any industry, there was just a flourishing of lots and lots of companies, 90% of which went out of business. But we got to do the basic for all those machines. And so it was a very exciting time period where I was kind of traveling and doing the business stuff as well as writing a lot of code. And the code had to be very small and precise in those days. You know, it wasn't like you could waste any memory at all. So it had a certain beauty that, you know, we were doing the best small software.
Bill loved to challenge people about, you know, well, you know, I could do that in 2 days. I could write that in, you know, over the weekend. It kept everybody on their toes. We accomplished things that we probably otherwise would never have figured out we could have done.
Kazuhiko Nishi is a lot like Paul and I. That is, he was an independent thinker. He'd seen the microprocessor and what it could do. He and I met, and we found that we had a common view that the computer could do amazing things. And he thought we should start working with these Japanese hardware companies because there were many of them.
We started without any agreement. Later, Bill wrote a one-page agreement and sent it over to me and said, I don't even read, and I signed. That was the beginning.
The original vision of the company was a slogan that was a computer on every desk and in every home. And in the mid-1980s, that was still kind of a crazy thing. And we get a lot of pushback from people who would either say, look, there's no way that they'll be on every desk, because most business people don't need a computer. And especially they don't need it in the home. That's what we took most grief for, was this idea that, what, a computer in every home? What would you do with it? It went in a very short period of time from insane that everyone would have a computer to, my God, of course everyone needs to have a computer.
Technical reference for developers and articles for various Microsoft magazines such as Microsoft System Journal or MSJ are available through the Microsoft Developer Network MSDN. MSDN also offers subscription for companies and individuals, and the more expensive subscriptions usually offer access to pre-release beta version of Microsoft software. In April 2004, Microsoft launched a community site for developers and users titled Channel 19 that provides a wiki and an internet forum. Another community site that provides daily video casts and other services on 10.net launched on March 3, 2006.
My name is Jessie Gertz, and I'm based in San Francisco, California, in the U.S. I came to Microsoft for a variety of reasons, and there are several areas that I really like so far within my first month here. I really wanted to be a part of the community and not just a company, and everyone that I've met throughout my interview process has been with the company for a really long time, and that shows me how much they enjoy working here. My parents are excellent role models, and one of the reasons why I actually continue to compete athletically even today, and they are the ones that truly taught me to have a balanced lifestyle, and being involved in sports keeps me physically and mentally stimulated, which is, I think, extremely important. And I also think it's extremely important to work with people who share a common interest outside of work, such as keeping an active lifestyle and being athletically inclined. And I think it's amazing that my manager continues to help me and inspire me to train for Ironman. Making sure that employees can lead a healthy and happy lifestyle is extremely important to Microsoft, and they really take care of people from a compensation to benefit standpoint, including gym reimbursements, which I love.
In 2004, Microsoft commissioned research firms to do independent studies comparing the total cost of ownership (TCO) of Windows Server 2003 to Linux. The firms concluded that companies found Windows easier to administrate than Linux. Thus, those using Windows would administrate faster, resulting in lower costs for the company, that is, lower TCO. This spurred a wave of related studies. A study by the Yankee Group concluded that upgrading from one version of Windows Server to another cost a fraction of the switching cost from Windows Server to Linux, although companies surveyed noted the increased security and reliability of Linux servers and concern about being locked into using Microsoft products. Criticism of Microsoft has followed the company's existence because of various aspects of its products and business practices. Ease of use, stability and security of the company's software are common targets for critics. More recently, Trojan horses and other exploits have plagued numerous users due to faults in the security of Microsoft Windows and other programs. Microsoft is also accused of locking vendors into their products and not following and complying with existing standards in its software. Total cost of ownership comparisons of Linux as well as Mac OS X to Windows are a continuous point of debate. The company has been in numerous lawsuits by several governments and other companies for unlawful monopolistic practices. In 2004, the European Union found Microsoft guilty in a highly publicized antitrust case. Additionally, Microsoft EULA for some of its programs is often criticized as being too restrictive as well as being against open source software. Microsoft has been criticized along with Yahoo, AOL, Google and others for its involvement in censorship in the People's Republic of China. Microsoft has also come under criticism for outsourcing jobs to China and India. There were reports of poor working conditions at a factory in southern China that makes some of Microsoft products. So student, we got to know about the various aspects of Microsoft. Hope the information about the company was useful to you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.